And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Reed. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, it's Taylor. Got his man, it's Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Mike Williams.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
first down, and they stick with Eckler. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
First and goal.
That one goes for 30 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They're going on fourth down. It's Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Taylor eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Going deep here for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Plays
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room. And
trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He'll get this to Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back?
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. The final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Reed returning. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now Taylor on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley.
A 29-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense is... And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Taylor from the gun, he'll throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Taiwan set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
39-yard line.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Wentz going to try and throw on third. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Want to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Carson Wentz.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
15-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A gain of 1.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Hill, the intended receiver, once again. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Good go.
To throw again is Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is good.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over first.
The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They were trying to go back to Allen there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's it's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you?
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, score.